Yay! I think we're live. Welcome in, everybody. Sorry we're a little bit late. Lots going on with the house. Good evening, everyone. Happy Tuesday night. DISANITY is back and better than ever. And tonight we got a lot to talk about. We got some things, got some topics I want to touch on, get Melissa's opinion, get your opinion. And we're also, of course, going to do our normal, ask us anything. Whatever you guys want, we're going to talk about it tonight. But we got lots to go over. First and foremost, before we even get to that. But let's say hi to everybody in the chat. First, let's do some mousekeeping. We'll talk about Dean over at The Live Place. Check out theliveplace.com for family-friendly streams. You're looking for a certain streamer, certain day of the week, certain genre, because it's not all Disney. Check out Dean over at The Live Place, your TV guide of live streamers. Also, check out our 4 partner channels, Steve's World, who's live on Monday nights, Disney Dan, who's live with me on Wednesdays. Hopefully, very soon, we'll get started back up with that for Disney Movie Review. This is Our Dream. Is live on the weekends and Thursday nights. Check them out. And, of course, the Pete McDevitt Show. Pete's live all the time. Thank you to all of our members, all of our memberships. You guys are amazing with the memberships, the extra generosity and loyalty. It's what allows this channel to do what we do. Without you guys, we're not able to do the videos, the editing, the quality, different things, being able to go to the parks. It's all because of you guys and the extra generosity. So membership does have its privileges for those who are looking into it. Buttons, postcards, magnets, T-shirts, depending upon your level of membership. So thank you to our members. And, of course, our mods. Thank you to our mods. We have the best mods out there. But let's say hi to everybody in the chat. Kenneth H. is here. One of our members, Jeannie52573, is here. Gigi's here, another member. Good to see Gigi. G. Wilson, what up, G? Another member in the house. Alex Prince is here. Nathan Rita is here. Cheryl Long, Keith BDF is in the house. Good to see him. Jason Buckingham, another member. Sir Euchre, hey, Bruce, good to see you. Got to meet him and his wife this weekend. That was amazing and awesome. Let's see who else is here. Cheryl Long, Douglas Bailey, another member in the house. Debbie Bernfeld, hey, Debbie, good to see you, dear. Another member. Good to see Debbie. Movie Mania, Nick, another member. Hey, Nick, good to see you. Bill M. in the house. Let's see. We have Ethan Smith. Welcome in, Ethan. Good to see you. Paul Engel, what's up, my man? Paul Engel. Always good to see Paul, another member. Andy, WDW Cash, another member. Good to have you here. Kim Daniels, another member. Ray Aguiar, another member. Got to see Ray this weekend as well. I was hung out with him for a little while. Teresa Holmes, another member. Good to see Teresa. And it just literally jumped big time on me. I apologize, everybody. Melissa's on her way.
I'm late for a very important date.
No, you're fine. We got a lot going on with the move. So that's what that was all about. We were arguing over stuff. Debbie Anderson, another member. Welcome in, Debbie. Mandy Adams is here. Tracy Holly, Greg Titus, Joanne Puzzles, another member. Ryan McDowell, what's up, Ryan? That's a spice meatball. That's for you, Ryan. Teresa Holmes, another member. Patty's here. Lori Collins, hi, Lori. Got to meet Lori this weekend as well. Lori, it was great meeting you and your family. Thank you for taking the time out of your trip to say hi. La, 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 la. Cheyenne Hubbard, another member. Cheyenne, good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. Stacey Bailey's here, another member. 820 Chief, another member. Good to see them as well. Steve, Stardew Studios, another member. Anthony Manzano, welcome in. I have some great news. I became an uncle to a beautiful baby boy named Ollie. Yay! That's awesome, Anthony. Congratulations.
Amazing.
Sam, Disney Master Chief. Good to see you, buddy. Another member. Diane is here. Let's see. I saw Diane come in. There she is. Good to see you. Marquita Venable, welcome in. Might be her first time here. There's Candy Tink, another member. Hi, Walt Null. Good to see her. Kim Daniels is here, another member. Scott Rowe, Lampwick Lounge. Andy is here, another member. David Stevens, welcome in, David. Good to see you. David, was it you or your wife just had a birthday? One or the other? I think it was. Or was it? I can't remember. Or was it an anniversary? I know it was something. I saw it on Facebook. Let's see what else we got. Let's see who else. Michelle the Quilter. Megan Burke, Debbie Bernfeld. I already said hi, Debbie. I'm saying it again. Rachel's here. Hey, Rachel, good to see you. And Zippity Doo Doug in the house. Well, guys, lots to talk about tonight. Glad to have all of you here. It's really great. I know I haven't been in. My phone won't give me notifications when y'all go live. I miss the lives. Yeah, we've been getting that a lot. I'm not really happy with YouTube at all.
They're always doing something.
They seem to be doing something.
One thing,
No. Sometimes I really think it says it's us, because a lot of the problems we have, other people don't have. I don't know what it is. People aren't getting notifications. We, for every 10 subscribers we get, YouTube takes 10 away. It's just all kinds of. I'm not happy with YouTube whatsoever. If I had another way of doing it, I would move in a heartbeat. Al V's here. Hey, Al, good to see you and Rini. Kenneth H, another member. Good to see Kenneth. Claudia Only is here as well. Teresa Henry is here, another member. I don't know if I said hi to Teresa, but we were in Tampa for a football camp. That's what. Okay, I knew it was something. Nice. Jeanette Sebastian the Crab is here. Oh, good. You did get good. I'm glad you got a notification for that at least. I don't know what's going on. I know it's not us, but it just feels sometimes like it's really on purpose at us. I don't know. But anyway, what do I know? Anyway, guys, Kelsey Elizabeth, welcome in. Good to see you, another member. Jeff Condon, sorry we missed Jeff when he was here. Really upset about that. But Jeff, next time for sure. Jeff's also a member. Good to have him here as well. So lots to talk about tonight. A few things are going to be a little controversial. I want to kind of get into a few things. There's Charlie and Stacy. Speaking of controversial. I can't tell them what we talked about it. It's so funny, though. It is funny.
Like, what am I missing?
Texas Takes, Ed and Heather. We got to spend time with them this weekend. They're also a member. Good to see you guys. Great seeing you this weekend. Thanks for spending some time with us. Yeah, sure. Amy's here, AJC Magic TV, another member as well. We have a total of 93 watching right now. Thanks, gang.
Wow.
That's awesome. Come on, we got to beat Jeff and Angela. They had like 120 watching them earlier. We're better than them. Just kidding. They know I'm kidding.
Wow.
It was great to see you guys too. Yes, it was great to see you guys, Ed and Heather. What are you doing?
Oh, I was bringing up the chat.
Bill M., who doesn't like controversial? Right, exactly. Sony 4K is also here. Welcome in. Good to see you guys as well.
I would like no controversy right now. I'm stressed out enough.
Yeah, exactly. I have to go on YouTube every week to make sure I click on all upcoming lives. See, that's the thing. You shouldn't have to do that. Hey, Cherie, Surfer Girl, welcome in as well. So first thing we'll talk about Festival of the Arts. We went for the first time this weekend. It started Friday the 13th. We were there on Saturday the 14th. Let's just talk first impressions, and then we'll get into different things. What was your first impressions of Festival of the Arts this year? Gee, Melissa, you're so much fun.
I don't know. I didn't have anything different. I just was excited. It was really hard to believe a year had gone by. I feel like we were just at Festival of the Arts, but we didn't get to experience any of the shows or so there's so much more we have to do, but I really love seeing all the art. There's always something we see that we want. So I think it's a lot of fun. Yeah. I like this festival a lot.
Well, the one thing, the first impression for me, actually, I'm going to call it a second impression. When I went back on Monday, I feel like there's less tents with art.
And the tents have less in them.
Yeah.
It used to be.
That was my first impression.
Yes. The tents now, like a large section of them will be blocked off to where they're storing more of the pieces. And there's less space to put artwork in. So I agree with you. As of right now, I felt like there were fewer pieces. And last year they had the marketplace open.
Right.
Which they aren't doing this year.
Hey, Ray J. Welcome in.
They do have some art in the Odyssey building, but it's very cramped, crowded because they have some seating in there and some food in there, and it's just way too crowded.
Yeah.
I didn't like that at all.
Yeah, I just felt like the tents, there were less tents and they were smaller tents. Because before it felt like I had room in the tents to walk, but now I felt like it was really cramped. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. That was my first impression. That's what I felt.
To begin with, and people are.
Hi, Patty. Welcome in.
I had a lot of friends that we met up with. They're like, "Yeah, I got bumped into all these times. People are pushing. People are," and I'm like, "Oh."
Patty says, "She says second time here. It's the first time she gets to see and meet Melissa. So hello and nice to meet you,
Patty.
Melissa. Hi, Patty.
Welcome.
Good to have you back in." But and you know what, Ed? That's a good point too. I felt like the tents, not so much the food. I get it. The food booths always wait till 11. But I really felt like the tent should have opened at least 10 o'clock. And we had originally heard they were going to be at 10. And most didn't open until 11.
Yeah, I really think, and I know World Showcase has always been known to open later, but it would be nice during festival times to have those booths open earlier. I know there are staffing issues going on and things like that.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
That's how I felt, Andy. I hate to be. I'm always so negative a lot, and maybe it's because I'm too honest sometimes. I was kind of. I felt that way as well. That was my first impression. But we're going back. We're going to go back. Rachel said, "I want to know where the black and white wall artwork is that Is Our Dream got." I don't know. I didn't know they got a piece.
It may be the ones that are kind of. Is it kind of the black and white, like the ones that are more
that's true too, Sony 4K.
They had some that were kind of like the brown shade. Is that what we're talking? Remember, we saw those. I can't remember the name of the booth off the top of my head.
Me either.
They had some really pretty pieces.
I saw, yeah, they did.
I think I know what you're talking about. The sienna.
Yeah. The food was good. We got like 3 different things that we ate. They were all fine. They were all good. They weren't great. Nothing was, oh my God, I got to get it again. But I didn't dislike it.
I really liked. I got the mushroom ravioli in Italy. I really liked the flavor of it. It was a little cold, but it was also a little cold out. So I don't know if by the time we got to a table,
right?
But the flavor was really good.
Yeah, the cheese was good, and then I got the beef tenderloin was good. Again, none of it was what I consider great, but I liked it. The beef Wellington was a hit for us for sure.
We didn't try that.
We should have tried it. Maybe we will. I think we will.
Yeah, we got the short rib over in, oh gosh, what was that near? It's near Germany, or it's in Germany, I guess. And it has a pureed
very
parsnip
expensive,
and some tomatoes, and the flavor, and it was very tender and very flavorful. So that was pretty good. Yeah,
Lori, there was a lot of the same prints. I gotta agree. Yeah. There was not a ton of brand new stuff, which again, I don't know how to take that. I don't know if it's laziness or if I hate using that word, but it's like
a long time to paint new art. Right. I would think that over the course of a year, I'm sure some of the artists have some original stuff, but a lot of it's prints, and they probably are just making updated prints of the same artwork. And I guess maybe there's not a whole lot of people like us that are constantly coming every year to the same festival. Exactly. I don't know if they're just kind of more going to the people that are new, than us repeat visitors.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. What I will also say is it was great seeing Sir Euchre over the weekend. Bruce and his wife, Lori Collins, we got to see her. We got to see Ed and Heather at Texas Takes. I saw a couple other people stop me and say hi in the park. So thank you, everybody. A couple of them were Ninja Watchers. Thank you for saying hi, taking the time out of your trip. We love it when people stop and say hi to us. Hey, Jim.
Hi, Jim.
There he is. More sunshine, please, in the house. AB, welcome in as well. Hi. Good to have you here. Melissa, good to see him. All right. And then, so you're right, Melissa. It was very similar to the art last year. It was. It's just, it is. And it seems like it's been that way for a while. Do you think they're just opening shop and will fill in newer stuff or more stuff as festival goes along? I would have thought that your new stuff you'd put out first because it's new. People are excited early on. I would think they would have brought it out right away. But again, I don't know. Maybe not.
Hey, Christy.
Christy's here. Christy's Corner is in the house. Kay Wilby is here as well. Where's Kay? There she is right there. Noelle Ash is here as well. Amy says, I was disappointed that the 2 shops at the entrance of the World Showcase, they had art in there last year and merchandise. Yes.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
And that's, I forgot all about that. Hi, Vicky. That's when we got that piece for Mason.
Yeah.
And you're right. They didn't either.
Yeah.
So they definitely seem to have a lot less, which doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
Yeah. Favorite pieces of art for me, it was a Captain America one. The thumbnail that you guys see tonight was definitely one of my favorite pieces, where Cap's coming down with Mjolnir on top of Thanos. I love that piece. I love the piece of Maleficent and the Prince Philip trying to get in there as she's the dragon. I really like that piece. But the pieces are so expensive. Yeah, some of the. Yeah, it's true, Kim. It's the God's honest truth. Obviously, I don't know who they're catering to. I am a sucker for Cap, though. That's very true. I don't know who these Festival of the Arts are catered to, because the average person is just window shopping. They're not buying. I mean, maybe they make their money. I wish they would announce Flower and Garden Festival dates. I thought they didn't had. I thought they had.
It's usually 2 weeks after the other one.
Yeah, it's like the first week of March. Yeah.
It really should be.
But I don't know who.
One weekend in between, and then they start the next festival. Usually, yeah. Christy.
I don't know who these art pieces are catered to, because when I see a piece for $3,900, $15,000, $4,000, $1,200, $950, I'm like, who can do that?
Well, there's people from all walks of life that come to Disney. I mean, we've talked with people in line when we've been waiting for shows, and we get all different.
Not that I saw, Bill. Not that I saw.
So there's people out there that'll pay that kind of money.
Yeah,
or have that kind of money.
Well, have it. I mean, I would. Again, there was a piece there that was $400. The Maleficent one was $400, but they did the discount DVC, so I would have got 20% off. So I would have got $80 off, and then I had a $50 gift card. So $400 was down to $270. That made it a little bit more reasonable. That's still $270 out of our pocket for a piece of artwork.
They had the most beautiful coffee tables that someone had hand carved and painted of all different scenes. They were $36,000.
30. Go back and watch. I did a quick overview video, but it's about 8 minutes long of the festival, and I had a couple of the tables in there, and they're beautiful.
They are beautiful,
and they're $36,000.
Kim, that's exactly what I said. I'm like, that's a brand new car. You know, I'm like, I can't imagine. Let's see, coffee table, car, coffee table, car.
Right, it's true.
I'm like, yeah, not in my budget. But
yeah,
they're gorgeous, and I'm sure they took a lot of time in Epcot.
Hi, Diana. Welcome in. Which Epcot food festival is your favorite? My favorite is Festival of the Holidays. Yours?
Hi, Matt.
Hey, Matt.
I always jump around because, like, when did I live? I love Festival of the Holidays just because we love Christmas. I really do enjoy Festival of the Arts, but Flower and Garden always used to be my favorite because of the food and the topiaries. But I feel like every time I go, I change my mind. Because sometimes the food is better than others. Like this last time, Food and Wine had some pretty good food. When the year before, I was like, I don't like any of it. And Food and Flower and Garden last spring was meh. So
Bill likes Flower and Garden. I'm going to sneeze.
The thing I love about Flower and Garden is just the aesthetic with all the
it's so beautiful
flowers and the topiaries. It's just so bright and springy and just makes you feel happy. That's why I really like Flower and Garden.
And I learned something new. So I talked to the lady on Monday, and a lot of the pieces that you see up there, they look like original pieces. It's not an original piece. An original piece is one that he just did. That's an original. There's what's called original. There are reprints, and then there are prints. The difference is the original is the original. He painted it himself. The reprints are the canvases that they stretch and put out as the canvas. And then the prints are the $30 to $50 print. So there's original, reprint, and then prints. I asked the lady that was there. That's what they are. So like that one was made by him. My one of the Pirates of the Caribbean with Goofy, Pluto, Donald, and Mickey, that's an original because he painted that for me. But like that's a reprint.
It is?
It's not an original. He's got that same thing, 2 more just like it. Oh. It's not an original. So that one I have of, that's called a reprint. Whereas the ones downstairs are the prints. That's a reprint. Well, that one might be an original because he signed it.
But it looks like it's
so anyway.
So
maybe it is. Maybe that one. Maybe that is.
I thought that was an original.
I did not try the Angry Cat. Hey, Tis Our Dream. Welcome in. Good to see you guys. Jeff Snook, welcome in as well. Good to have you guys here. Anyway, that was maybe I misunderstood what you said. Yeah, some look painted even down the texture, but you'll notice the strokes in the paintings are identical. No human does that. Exactly. Thanks. That's what a reprint is. That's exactly right. Yeah. That exact thing, it's a reprint because he's got the exact same one in a much bigger reprint out there now. Huh. Yep, that's exactly what it is.
Well, that stinks.
Yep, that's what they are. Yeah, anyway, T-Town Mary Ellen, welcome in. Good to have you here as well. Francisco Faz, also welcome in. Good to have you here, bud. All right, guys, we got 105 watching. Jeff and Angela had 120 watching them earlier. We got to beat them. I'm just kidding. I saw them come in. Anyway, so that was your print. But let's go on to the next topic I want to touch on. This is kind of a controversial one. Epcot itself. It's getting... I want everybody in the chat. I want your opinion on this. It's not a kids park. I'm sorry. It's just not. It's not a park that's for children. It's getting away from being a park for kids. Why would
for a while.
Jackie McDonald, welcome and good to have you here. I mean, why it's becoming a young adult crowd park. They're there to drink, they're there to party, they're there to just whatever, you know. It's become a hotspot for just mingling and, you know.
And that's probably because we're getting more festivals. So the festivals bring in the people that drink around the world. So I think that becomes a big fad. But,
that's just my opinion. I think that, I was in there, even on Monday, I was in there Monday afternoon, and there was these groups of young kids everywhere. And when I say young kids, I'm talking about in their 20s. Remember, I'm 52. So young kid to me is somebody in
like
their 20s.
Oldest son's age.
Yeah, like, and maybe a little, hey, Super Wayne, welcome in. Even younger than that, though. Now, I know part of it was that a lot of the dance competitions were in town, but I think they were the college dance competitions because these weren't little kids. These were big kids of drinking age. Or yes, absolutely. Saw a lot of it, and I just don't think it's for kids anymore. I just don't, but Charlie, even in the 80s, at least it was, you had like Horizons, you had different things that were educational for kids that was there. This park now is just a drinking park to me.
I don't think it was ever for kids anyway. I mean, there were things that kids could do in those like innovations and different things, but I tend to think that it was kind of for teenagers and up anyway, unless you're one of those really nerdy kids that really like science. And because I thought that's why I wouldn't like the park back then. I didn't even go on our first trip.
Marquita, let me say this. I still think you need to go because there's still a lot over there. Spaceship Earth is great. They'll love Soarin'. Remy is pretty cool. But like World Showcase itself, I don't know how much of that they're really going to like.
Yeah.
If
they're 8, you're probably right. They'll probably be bored out of their mind, other than like Remy and Frozen rides that are in World Showcase. You're right. They would probably be bored in Epcot. It just depends what they like. I mean, every person's different. It depends on their personality. I'm not a partier by any means. I hardly drink, but I love Epcot probably because of the food. I'm a foodie. So if you have someone that loves food, that's a big part of the park too. Yeah,
it's not kid friendly, especially World Showcase. If you stay in Future World, which I'll probably still always call it Future World, maybe a portion of that you can probably maybe a little bit consider it. But as a whole, I don't think it's fourth on the list if I have kids. I'm sorry, it just is. I'd even put Animal Kingdom ahead of it when it comes to children. Hey, Tina, welcome out. It used to have educational elements, not anymore. Yeah. I love it, but no, kids won't enjoy it. No, they won't. Yeah. Well, let's just say they'll be done with it very early. They'll be like, okay, can we move on?
Yeah. Oh, there's the Figment ride.
Yeah.
But everything is more on.
See, so you could disagree. So Epcot was seriously educational back in '82, and until the mid-'90s, it was for younger minds interested in the future.
And that's what I said.
Depending
on the type of kid.
But it's not now. I'm talking about now. It's not. To me, it's not now.
Yeah, back then, I think it just depended on the kind of kid you were too.
Yeah. Kim says, I agree. Once you get to World Showcase, it's not for kids. I have found that once I got older, I like World Showcase for the food, like Melissa. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, it's all about the food.
Ethan says,
and the entertainment.
Ethan says, earlier you said they had black and white wall art, but did they have black and white Melissa art? I don't know if they did or not, Ethan. I'll have to check. I didn't see any.
No.
I expect them to have art of me, though. Art of animation. Rebecca, Virginia, welcome in. Good to see you. Karen Cushing is here too. Welcome in, Karen. Good to see you. I don't know. That's just again one of the things that's my opinion. Sam says I love Epcot. Of course, I am an adult, and my daughter is now also. So you might be right. Well, that's how I try to look at things. I don't know. I know my kids won't enjoy it. If they were younger, they wouldn't. They'd be like, can we go? That's just my opinion. Hello, welcome in, Jeff Owens. Good to see you, buddy. But Matt, it shouldn't be. I don't know. You're right, but that's it. I don't know. I mean, they have Frozen there, but Frozen takes 2 hours to ride. I don't know.
We tried, and it's funny that you brought that up, Matt, because we tried to do the DuckTales thing just to see what it was like. We were going to vlog it, and the one thing that was discouraging for me, you have to be on your phone. Like they do this whole storytelling thing. And you're on your phone the whole time. And I guess it's a good distraction if your kids are bored, but you're literally constantly on your phone. And it's kind of the thing that I think that takes away from you being on a vacation is to maybe get your kids off their smart devices. Maybe if you want an afternoon, it's a good deterrent. But otherwise, I'm like,
Oh, yeah. There are aspects. You're right, Rachel. But there are aspects to it. But if I have to rank them of where I think my kids are going to enjoy the most, I think Epcot's going to be last. I think there are aspects of even Animal Kingdom that they're going to enjoy more. But that's just me. Hey, Mr. Fulton Moraz, welcome in, buddy.
Again, depends on your kid.
Yeah, it depends. You got to know your kid, and that's the thing. I agree with you all. It was all about Spaceship Earth, and then we can go to the Slinky Dog. There you go. See? See? And Bill says, my kids love Epcot. We always have fun, but there have been a few times when it was so out of hand, we have left and gone elsewhere. And that's...
I think it depends when you go.
Hey, Sam, welcome in.
There are definitely times when it's crazier than others.
It gets out the weekends, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's out of hand
at night,
especially at night. It's part of the reason and I can kind of say this about all the parks. It's kind of part of the reason why we go early in the morning, so we can get in, get you guys there, see see all the stuff, have our rides, get in and get out.
Because we're all fuddy duddy.
We are. That's part of it too. That's exactly right. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. I'm gonna sneeze.
Go.
I know. So usually when I sneeze like 7 times in a row. So I'll just take a blanket, bless you, from everybody now.
Yeah, you will.
Anyway, so that's my Epcot opinion. And with World Showcase, I don't like the fact that they open up World Showcase before 11 a.m., but they don't open up before 11 a.m., if you know what I mean. If you're going to open it up, then open it up. Don't give me part of it, but not all of it. I'd rather you just say, do like they used to do in the old days, where they had the ropes up and they wouldn't let you in until 11 o'clock, period. Just do that again.
They started opening the park at 9 a.m. instead of 10, but then they close it at 9.
Yeah.
But World Showcase doesn't open till noon or 11 or something. Yeah. So it's like, I would rather they opened at 10 and stayed open till 10.
Yeah.
And had later, I don't know. I didn't understand that.
Yeah. So anyway, there you go. That's my rant, kind of half rant on Epcot. I like it, but there are certain aspects of it I really don't like. Diana says rope drop in the morning is the best time to go to the parks, crowd wise and storing. Yeah, I agree. I agree. True, they should open the same time. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just think they should. That's my opinion. Pam's fam, welcome in. Good to see you. Bless you, bless you, bless you. Thank you. I'm going to need that, I'm sure.
Covered.
All right, let's talk a little bit about Universal Studios, because there's some Universal news. As I don't know if you guys know or care, but Kids Zone is closed now permanently. Oh. It's gone away. The last day was yesterday. So the Woody Woodpecker ride, the Curious George area, the play area, the water area, all that back there, shut down, gone. It was last day was yesterday. Kind of sad. I think that's another fun area for little kids that is being taken away. I don't like that. You got to have stuff for the little kids.
What are they putting there, though? Are they
exactly
little kids stuff?
We don't know yet. They said
all the DreamWorks stuff is gone, I guess.
Yes, all that's gone. All that's, well, their characters are meeting in different areas now, but all that is gone. The issue is they've said a new experience is coming. It's got to be kid friendly. There's not a lot of stuff for the little guys in these parks.
Yeah, not at Universal. That's another one that's not really geared for little kids. I think it's for like maybe
Jeanette, you're going to have fun. You're going to have fun.
Universal's fun. It's just different.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. The entire park doesn't have to be for kids, little kids, but you've got to have a section. You now take out the kids zone section. Where else do the little guys and gals go?
Islands of Adventure over to Seuss Landing.
Seuss Landing's it. But if you're not in
Harry Potter, but they might not do all those rides.
They're not going to touch any of those rides.
Not the tiny ones.
Yeah. Universal is angling for being for older kids, or at least to make the kids not feel like babies. Yeah,
I agree.
But again,
more for
but it's not about that. It's all about having a happy medium. You can appease. These parks are big enough to appease all parties. I'm sorry, they just are. I just don't get that. I don't need 50% of it to be for little kids, but you got to have 25% of it for little kids. There's got to be a draw, or you're taking a whole demographic. I don't even want to say demographic. A young family that has little kids. Why do they even want to go to your park?
They probably don't.
They don't. Well, you're losing money there, though. I don't understand.
I think it's just for different life stages. You know, you go to Disney and Magic Kingdom when your kids are tiny, or you go to Legoland, or you go, but. And that's what they're more gearing toward. It's like they feel like that's their niche, so that's what they're gonna go with. I mean,
yeah, exactly. Little ones at SeaWorld have the whole Sesame Place area, which is great, and that's going to be perfect. And people will spend money just to take them there, and then they can see the shows and they can see the animals. It works.
Yeah, Sesame Place is cute.
Universal can do the same thing.
Hey, Haley.
Puddin', welcome in. Good to see you. Hope you're having a good day. Haley Shelton, welcome in. Good to have Haley here as well. And then Sebastian, Jeanette says, this is why I think they should have put a playground like the Boneyard in either Toy Story or Galaxy's Edge. I like dark rides. I think there's so much to a dark ride that kids love. Why do you think Peter Pan is so popular? Because it's really one of the last of the dark rides.
Yeah, that's true. Disney's done away with most of them. So
my kids like Universal when they had Nickelodeon Studios. See, that was probably exact.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
I wish they still had that.
Exactly. Donna Jaworski, what's up, Donna? Welcome in. And Brian's here. Brian's
Brian.
West Coast Disney Adventures. Brian, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Haley was at Universal just last weekend. That's nice. Yeah, Universal is definitely more for older kids and adults. It's for those who want the scares and thrills. Mm-hmm. Again, agreed. But I think they could incorporate both. I don't know. And unfortunately, I think Disney's kind of getting there too. They're getting away from the little kids.
Kids area did need an upgrade. I mean, we don't know yet if they're not putting a kids section in there, and that's been parts of that have been closed sporadically on and off since COVID hit. But it really was old. So maybe they'll come back with a section that's kid-friendly.
I hope so. Bill said that's what's great about Disney is so many of the rides have appealed to younger, smaller kids throughout. They need to stay with that, though. Don't get away from it. They've gone away with dark rides. There's really only three dark rides in the Magic Kingdom now. Haunted Mansion, Pooh, and Peter Pan. Right? Pirates to me it's not a dark ride. That's it. They only got 3 left.
It's dark to me.
That's not what I mean. You know what I mean.
I would consider it, even though you're on a boat.
We're going to talk about that too, Charlie, in a little bit. Well, maybe that's the idea for the 5th gate, a park for 9-year-olds and younger, like Universal just announced in Texas. We'll see. Needs to bring Back to the Future. We never wrote it. We never got to write it.
No, it's going to make me sad. Yeah, Small Worlds, isn't that, because that's a boat too. I mean, is that considered a dark ride?
Small World, I guess, but it's a water ride to me. It's a boat ride. That's what Pirates is. It's a boat ride. Anyway, last thing on Universal, Mardi Gras is coming up. Mardi Gras will be from February 4th to April 16th. So that's kind of one of their big festivals. And they've announced their concert lineup. February 4th is Patti LaBelle. February 10th is JVKE. Don't know who they are. Juke, I guess. February 11th is Goo Goo Dolls. February 18th is Maren Morris. Don't know who that is.
I'm so out of touch.
February 19th is Willow. I thought that was a show. February 25th is Three Doors Down. March 4th is Sean Paul. And March 5th is Lauren Daigle.
Oh, I want to see Lauren Daigle.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, she's a Christian artist.
She's
amazing. She has a great voice.
There you go.
I'd love to see her.
So I will say we have gone to Mardi Gras a couple times. That's a lot of fun. And their Mardi Gras parade is a blast. I highly recommend. That's the one thing Universal does really well, whether it's Halloween Horror Nights, whether it's Christmas time, or whether it's Mardi Gras. When they do those special events, they really do it well.
Oh, it's Willow Smith.
Oh, Willow Smith. There you go.
Smith's daughter.
Yes. Oh, okay.
I didn't know that. See, we're so out of touch.
Well, be careful. She might slap you. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, Fernie, welcome in. Fernie 67.
Hi, Fernie.
Isn't Willow on Disney Plus? Yeah, I haven't watched it. Will Lovins, welcome in. Will, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. If Disney does that, it would be so sad. That's why Walt created Walt Disney World. I agree, but that's what we're. Can you get me one of those? Nope. Get one, please. That I agree, and that's the little ones were kind of what Walt Disney World was built on. That's all that's left. What is so funny? Get out of my face. I can't stand her sometimes, guys. I'm at the end of the rope on the tissues, and she's like laughing at it.
Lumped in
There's only 3 left. Leave me alone.
A lump of tissue.
Get out of my face. Sorry, guys. I'm picking my nose while I'm on stream. Oh. She's a lot of fun. Oh, I would love to be on a Mardi Gras float, Donna. We would love to do that.
There is a way you can go in and like Sam was telling us about it. We need to try that.
They all happen during Lent.
I am too.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, she's much better.
Mm-hmm.
AB says, "Walt,
back to annoying
wish you and Melissa can bring us for the Mardi Gras." Yeah, we'll do it.
I love Mardi Gras, and we got to check out the new store.
Talking about getting rid of the hanging body and stretching room harm. See, come on, guys. What? At some point, we gotta grow up a little bit.
Backbone.
Yeah, let's have a little bit of backbone here, guys. It's for crying out loud. It's been there since almost 50 years. And now all of a sudden, I don't even want to get into politics. Let's go past that, guys. What kind of world are we living in where everybody is a wuss?
Everybody gets a trophy.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm sorry.
I don't even point in getting into that.
Yeah, Merrick Morris. Okay, it's Merrick. It said Marin on the thing. Merrick Morris sings country. Thank you. New country.
Hi, Noel.
Hey, Noah, welcome in.
Hi, Noah.
And Noel, Ash,
yeah,
welcome.
Phineas and Ferb are coming back.
Yeah, I heard about that.
We hope that's going to be good. We love Phineas and Ferb. Our kids love Phineas and Ferb.
All right, let's talk about some Disney news. Of course, some of the new attractions are coming back. Ariel's Grotto is coming back January 22nd. And Enchanted Tales with Belle, February 19th.
She was back for a little while.
No.
Oh.
It was just a meet and greet.
Yeah.
It's going to be the actual
show
again.
That's been closed even before COVID, wasn't it? Or wasn't it? I don't know.
No.
I feel like that's been going
Chris Brown,
forever.
welcome in.
Hi, Chris.
Nice Enchanted Tiki Room sign. Thanks. Yeah, I got that over at actually I got that in no, I got it at over by Be Our Guest restaurant at the Village Cottage over there.
Yeah, the Village. What's it called?
Cottage Gifts or something like that. I don't know. Village Gifts, I think.
Over
I don't
by
know. Whatever
Gaston's
it's called.
Tavern.
Right over there. I got it there.
What is the dog doing?
Do not pay attention to rumors. Wait until Disney announces it before you rant, Walt. What? What am I ranting on?
Which thing, Tina?
Which thing?
Oh, probably the Haunted Mansion.
Oh, yeah. Don't go. I don't know. People are really starting to upset me in this world. Anyway, let's keep going. Anyway. So Ariel's Grotto, Enchanted Tiki Room coming. Enchanted Tales with Belle are coming. I can't wait for that. Anne Marie Buckley says Maren Morris is a country singer. Yeah, there you go. See, I don't know.
I don't do country.
Is 101 or operational? Is 101? Well, it's operational because we've been on it. It's been really good. It's been it's great. Although I will say, as much as I love the railroad at Walt Disney World, Disneyland's railroad is head and shoulders better than ours, guys.
There's a lot of things better in Disneyland.
Again, I've said this 1,000 times. Maybe I think it's better because I had never experienced it and it was something new. In some cases, I'll say that.
That's true.
But it just felt better. I mean, first off, there's a lot of things. In ours, you're behind the scenes a lot. It's a lot of bushes and ugly and just boring. But it's not like that at Disneyland's and not for their railroad. So that was kind of neat. Anyway, that's just me. All right, so let's talk a little bit about.
So boring or not, I'm glad it's back.
I am glad it's back. Don't get me wrong. Every time we've gotten on it now, we have literally gone around the entire thing. We have not. It's been a full circle. We didn't do like one stop and get off. It's been full circle every single time we've gotten on now. Yeah. We got on with Dan and Hannah, and they were like, "Where are we going?" I said, "We said all the way around."
You're right, Jeanette. She says, "I can't believe how boring the Tron Tunnel is. It really is. You can't really even see anything.
Nothing.
They could have done something fun." We were like, "Oh my word!"
Certain aspects, Cheyenne, yes, a lot better than Disney World. A lot. Some things I liked a lot more than I do here. To be perfectly honest, Disney management does enough to get us upset these days. Ignore the rumors and don't give them any ideas. Yeah, exactly. It's just ridiculous. Anyway, I don't know. It's nice. Okay, so let's talk. The next subject I want to talk about, and then we'll get into Ask Us Anything. I want to talk about Disney crowds. Because I really have to say this is starting to become an issue. There's no downtime anymore, period. I mean, these parks are extremely crowded all the time. And this is with a so-called reservation system in place that's supposed to manage the crowds. Maybe it is. Maybe it could be 100 times worse. I don't know. But it's really bad right now. There is no downtime whatsoever. And I think part of it is by design, because as soon as the holidays are over, we get into the marathon. And then as soon as the marathon's over, we get into the next race. And then we get into the festivals. And then we get into the summer stuff, 4th of July. And then we get back into Halloween, which is probably going to start in July this year. And then we're back, and here we are. And this is what it is. I'm sure we do have some former cast members in here for sure. I know Dan's not in here, but Dan is. There's no downtime anymore. And there's just way too many resorts. I mean, Disney's got 27 resorts or more. I mean, if you count them all up, just count them. And because you got to include the villas. The villas are a separate resort that were added on later. You have the Grand Floridian, then you have the Grand Floridian Resort and Spa. That's the DVC. Same with Wilderness Lodge. You have just a regular Wilderness Lodge, and then you have Boulder Ridge, Copper Creek. They were added on later, so it's a separate entity. They have so many resorts, and they keep building them. They have the new Polynesian one that's coming, where the old Ohana show, or what was the name of the show they had over there? Spirit of Aloha show. That whole area has been cleared now, and they're putting another resort there, another addition to the Polynesian there. So that's more people that can come. Plus, I think there's a brand new resort down at Disney Springs, or hotel down at Disney Springs. They have way too many hotels, and they do not have enough park.
Noelle, are you coming to Disney?
She is.
That's amazing.
She is coming. Crowds out of hand. Genie Plus and Lightning Lane is making standbys long all the time. The system is flawed, but they can use it to drive metrics and run on smaller staffing. Exactly, and that's the problem. See, they're not really in touch with what's going on inside the parks. The metrics say, wow, this is working. Look at all the money we're making. People are using it, tons and tons and tons. But they're using it because they feel like they have to use it, and you kind of do. When I don't know, I don't like where the parks are headed with a lot of this. There's just too many resorts, and there's just not enough theme parks. But somebody was talking earlier, talking about a fifth theme park. I think Charlie talked about it. What do you do though? What can they do for a fifth park? What theme do you take? Because Hollywood Studios really doesn't even have an identity anymore. It's not a studios. It used to be a working studios behind the scenes. You could see things. Animal Kingdom has its theme. Epcot has its theme. Magic Kingdom obviously has its theme. Hollywood Studios really doesn't have a theme to me. And not only that, a fifth park, what's the theme behind that fifth park? Some people said, and I've said it, maybe a nostalgia park, bring back some of the old rides. But I don't know that works.
Yay, Gigi.
I just don't know that works. Hey, what's up, Christina? Good to see you.
That's a villain idea.
Maybe, but do you have enough ideas to really make a villains park work? And I don't know that the little kids are going to like all the villains. Little kids are afraid of the villains a lot of times. They don't want to go see the villains. That's why I don't go to the parks often anymore. The crowds and lines are just nerve-wracking.
Maybe it's a heroes and villains park. So it's like divided down the center. One side that's all about the villains and one side that's all about the heroes, and then they can do like a dueling part of it. There could be a center stage where they have a show where it's the good against the bad. I don't know.
I didn't announce their Reedy Creek plan for up to 3 more parks, not that they are in the works. I'll believe it when they actually officially announce something. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. I think things will slow down in a week or so. If not, then right after the 50th is over, people have splurged the past year and can't keep that up with inflation. At least I hope it slows down. I don't know, Charlie.
That would be so nice, Donna, but I know we're never getting Marvel here. But that would have been great.
Yeah. Marvel can't come here, at least not yet. Maybe
not
that's
yet.
She's on bed rest. Oh, my goodness. I have plenty of time to make a villains park come to life. Very good. Amen. I don't know. I don't know what you do for a fifth park, because right now I just can't think of a theme that works that's going to make it as repeat customers to want to keep coming back and back and back. Maybe it does. I could see a land for villains, because that's kind of what Universal's doing in Epic Universe. They're going to have the monsters, Universal Monsters area, which is great. But do you have enough for an entire park? Because even Marvel is not an entire park. If Disney thought they had enough ideas, they would have made a park, or they would have taken, that Marvel area, if you really think about it, is really small.
There's so much they could do, though. There really is.
It's really small.
It is small. That's why I thought it was a little bit disappointing. I think there's a lot they could do if they put the time and effort into it. Disney loves to take their time. So.
Plenty of availability at the resorts this summer. That's why they're offering discounts. COVID revenge travel may be starting to slow down. Maybe. I mean, we'll see. I guess we'll find out. I'll let you know when I'm in the parks in the middle of the summer. Because again.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I hope so.
Maybe just a Pixar park doing a Pixar. There's so many themes.
Yeah, they could.
Mm-hmm.
But excuse me. But how do you do that? Because you've already got Pixar in the parks. You can't retread stuff. I guess you would just, I don't know. Maybe
do different IPs.
Yeah,
the ones that you haven't already done. Obviously, no Toy Story.
That Beyond Big Thunder thing, Andy, I don't even. That was trash to me. I was so upset when they did that. I felt like they were in. Yeah, exactly. Because I really thought they were insulting my intelligence when they did that. I'm like, don't get that out of my face. Eric Newman, welcome in.
Hi, Eric. Me too, Don.
Yeah, I miss it when it was the old Hollywood Studios, when it was MGM and about the movies. Yeah. The park is so confusing now. There's no cohesion or rhyme or reason. It's all about IP. Part of the problem, and it's part of what made Disney so great in the originality of things that they did. Big Thunder, Pirates, Haunted Mansion, It's a Small World. They were all not IPs, guys. They were just original ideas that they came up with. Jungle Cruise is another one. It was just an original idea. They don't do that anymore. Everything's IP. I don't know that it necessarily has to be.
It doesn't.
It doesn't have to be. Come up with some original stuff. We'll love it. If it's good, we'll love it. Patrick Julian, welcome in. Good to have you here. He says, well, and to the rest of the crew, saying hi to everybody.
Diana wants a Top Gun Maverick Park.
Oh, that could be cool. Top Gun, that was a good movie.
Yeah, that was.
The other thing I'll say is this, and I think we've all seen it. Can Disney even build a fifth park? And I don't even mean financially.
It'll take them 10 years.
No, I don't even mean that.
What do you mean?
I'm talking about, do they have the capacity, staffing-wise, for a fifth park? No. They can barely keep up with the 4 they have. Yeah, no. Once one thing breaks down, they have to fix the next thing. Once they work on one park, then they got to go to the next park. Trash cans are overflowing. Rides are dirty. Rides are breaking down. Bathrooms are dirty. Everything. Hey, Rod Priester, welcome in. I'm just being honest here, guys. I'm not trying to be negative. Hey, Matt Flat Hatter, welcome in, and Vladen, welcome in. Good to have you here as well. Good evening, all. I know it isn't directly Disney, but what about an American park with lands themed to the Northeast Pacific? They could do something like that.
Liked that. Disney. Yeah, Walt's right. They don't.
They can barely get enough staffing to manage the 4 parks they have. Somebody said it the other day. The It's a Small World boats look grungy and dirty. Space Mountain's been looking bad. They had to go clean that. We laugh, but it's really not funny. I mean, you're putting tons of money from people. You're asking people to pay a premium price, and you're not giving a premium product back. That's always been a big deal to me.
We were walking out of the park or into the park the other day, and they have the boards up at the ticket windows. I almost peed myself when I saw what a park pass was for one day. $169, not including Park Hopper, for a one-day pass to Magic Kingdom.
If we looked at it right.
To Magic Kingdom. $169 a person. And it's not even Darcy, like holiday season now. I was floored by the cost of the ticket.
Bruce, I'm going to beg to differ with you there. He says the staffing in the parks is better than last year, and they're doing a way better job on experience. The resorts is another story. I'm going to disagree. I don't think they're doing a good job with experience. I don't. I see areas where there's plenty of things that are unmanned. Things still look dirty. Still things look grungy. The bathrooms are in bad shape. I'll walk out of the park. I walked out of that park yesterday from Epcot. And as I'm walking out, this is the girl. Mm-hmm. The one that's supposed to be saying goodbye to me.
Her job is to be a greeter.
Right. Okay. This is what she's doing.
Yeah.
And you know what? I said, have a good day. This is what I got. Mm-hmm. That's not a good experience. Like I'm sorry. I know you guys are saying, well, Walt, you're being really nitpicky. Yes, I am. Mm-hmm. Allie French, welcome in.
Allie.
With the amount of money that we all pay, you should demand top dollar experience. Yep. They better be kissing your butt the minute you walk into that park, and then the minute you're walking out of it. I'm sorry.
They're not paying you to be on your cell phone. I'm really surprised they're allowed to have them. And I don't even know, people say that is nitpicky, but if that's your job to stand there and do that, that was supposed to be what Disney was all about. And it's not what it's about anymore. And Charlie's right. He put a comment in there about it'd be nice if it's not all screens and projections.
Yeah.
Do something. I don't know.
Well, it wasn't, Jackie. It's okay. I'm not. I just think it's not what the experience should be.
And there's a lot of them that aren't like that. No. We've had a couple really good ones with some really.
But it's training.
It's
training. It's not her fault. They have to train them better. They have to drill it in their head. This is what you do. Because that's how it used to be. Mm-hmm. And I don't know. It's just, I watched videos of the overseas Disney parks, and they were immaculate, and they were plenty of benches and space for everyone. I was stunned by the dichotomy. Why can't we do that with ours? We can.
You're right about the benches.
Yeah, we can. I think we can. Marquita says, I thought taking the girls the first week of April would be good, but now with the opening of Tron, I'm a little afraid of the mobs that will be there now. April's tough because you got to, with Easter and also spring break, be careful with that. And you're right. Now Tron's opening. Yeah. It could be something else.
That time of the year, though, because that's when our kids are out of school. That's when we have to make it work. Just be patient, take your time, enjoy what you do, focus on the things you really want to do.
Good idea, Mariah. Good for you.
No matter what you do, it's going to be amazing.
I know what I paid last week. A little effort from them isn't asking much. No, and that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry. I have to demand that. You're making me pay a lot of money to go to these parks, and then extra money for this, that, and the other. Yeah, you need to knock it out of the park. And guys, I always say this to folks: do not allow for mediocrity. Don't stand for mediocrity. You should demand the best.
I love pugs.
And they're very lucky. A lot of these people, I know the Dis Unplugged said they got to meet with Josh tomorrow, who is another one. I think he's pulling the wool over everybody's eyes. I'm sorry. I know he's a nice guy, but he's still a suit. And I don't want to get into that. But anyway, they had a meeting with him. I wish I could go to one of these meetings because boy, oh boy, would I have a very respectable and very professional way, but I would tell it like it is, straight up to their face. I would love to do it one day.
Well, everybody nowadays, everybody's, what's the word? Everybody has to have their hand held. Everybody,
you're right.
You can't, you can't discipline people. You can't, it's just kind of sad. There's nothing wrong with just singing a simple hi. Thank you for coming. Have a great day. Nobody's saying you have to do cartwheels and be one of those peppy, if that's not your personality.
That's exactly right. No, you're right. Mood. Yeah, and you're right, Tina.
See what Chris put when he was there? He was a cast member in the 90s, and he said it was military orders and standards, short hair and shine shoes. And I'm not saying it has to be like that, but there's no reason why you can't have a little of.
Oh, Haley, have a good night, dear. No problem at all. I totally understand it. Good luck tomorrow at school. Hope it goes well for you. But as long as the crowds come and keep paying for Genie Plus and everything, Disney will keep giving us a subpar experience.
It's true. There's so much truth to that.
Yeah, and I'll say this. Here's what I'm going to ask. I'm going to ask those folks like Jeanette, Carlos, Tim Rempel, whoever else, those that come down here. How do I word this correctly? Do you come down more now because of your friends that you've met in the YouTube community, or do you come down for Disney? Like, would you come down 3 times a year if you didn't have any YouTube friends that live down here and would meet you in the park?
That's a good question.
It is a very good question. That's why I'm asking it. I'm going to pat myself on the back. No, I'm being serious. Because if we didn't have YouTube, I don't know how often we'd be going anymore.
It probably would be less.
It would be a lot less.
Because the experience isn't the same as it used to be. And it's not because we're getting tired of it. I love Disney. And when we're gone for a while, if we do go away, and someone will be like, oh my gosh, we haven't been to Disney in a couple of weeks. It's like, whoa.
Karen says, agrees 100%. Well, there's a big difference between the CMs that were hired before the pandemic and those that were hired after. Yeah. But I'm telling you guys, talk to me like this. There you go. Paul says that. I come down for the friends and not just the parks. Exactly. Somebody that comes down 3 times. I know Carlos comes down 3 times a year now. I wish him and Suzanne were here. If they didn't have Jeff and Angela, Ron and Meredith, us, Donna and Richard and them, would they come down as often? Maybe they wouldn't. I think the community, I think the community is a draw. When you've made that many friends that are down here and you can have people to hang out, it tends to want to make you come down a little bit more. But if you didn't have all these people, would it make a difference? It would make a difference for us. I know it would. I'm going to be honest. I wouldn't be going as much.
And Matt said he used to come all the time and the friends are a bonus. But do you feel like that you would still keep coming? I'm thinking you're saying yes, that even if you didn't have the friends you have now, that you'd still keep coming back as often as you did?
Because this is something my whole family, all of
and that's a big part too.
Yes, that's good. Sure. That's great. Sure. And we still find it. Look, this isn't. This is not a big dig on Disney, but what it is, I want people to have their eyes open. Don't have the pixie dust cloud your judgment on things.
The pixie dust in your eyes.
Yes. I just think it's important that the full picture be told, and then you make your own decisions on things. And the other thing too is,
Matt said no, maybe not as often.
And that I think it would make a difference for sure. Walt. Here's the thing: we see everything now because we're down here, and we're in the parks all the time, and we can slow down and look at the little things. When I was living in Maryland, we come down once every 2 years or 3 years. It was go, 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 go. You're not looking for the little things. It's rush, 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 go, go, go. Experience it, be in the experience and the magic, and then go home. We're seeing things that we didn't see before. Hi, I'm only tuning in because you're giving critique of Disney. I'm not into current Disney, but I like you folks. Oh, thanks, Watson Holmes. Well, it's just
we're not going to just be cheerleaders. That's not. It's not,
and it's not. It's not a. I don't want to critique. I want it to be a constructive thing. I know nobody from Disney is watching, but I want you guys to be aware of things when you get here. Yeah, that's all.
Make your own decision.
There's plenty of things.
To give you our feedback and what we're seeing. And we're curious, too, if we're just making mountains out of molehills.
Maybe we are.
So having a conversation with you guys that are there or are reading or, having experience of your own and sharing your side, I think it's great. I think we can all take from that and
Victor,
learn.
That's good, Victor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's how I felt when I first started coming.
Plane tickets are expensive.
It's true. Everything's up. Inflation is just driving everything so high. It's hard to do anything right now. Just groceries are up. Insurance is up. Gas and cars and car payments.
Ray says, great question. Well, I can honestly say I make the effort to drive an hour and a half on the weekends because of mouse talk and dysarthria. Well, say thank you for saying that, Ray. I think that is true for a lot of people. I really do. But that's just me. I come down solo 2 times a year, sometimes as a solo, and don't go to the parks all the time. There you go. We love Disney, and what we want Disney to succeed, and we want them to thrive, and we want them to thrive because they're looking out for their customers and their guests. That's what it's supposed to be about, and maybe we'll get back to that at some point.
And Al says, Renee, Reedy and I will bring down that great New Jersey friendliness.
Yes. Oh, man.
He said, guys. Why do I have to come down here and be a greeter at the park now? I saw you put that there.
Please do. Hey, Mark, welcome in, buddy. Good to see you. Mark saying hi to everybody. Will says, we still want to come again this Christmas, but Disney itself is making that choice more difficult. We went off property for the first time as Disney doesn't sell 21-day pass anymore, and we enjoyed it. There you go. Nothing wrong with that. That's good. Save your money where you can. I always say to folks, it's great staying on property. It is great being inside that Disney bubble. Somebody said it a little bit earlier. I agree. But if I can save $1,000 because I'm staying off property.
Yeah. Well, that's what our friend Rhiannon did. The one she lives in Australia, and she can only come down like once a year. And if she does that, and it's like she said the same thing, Will, where it's just crazy amount of money if you want to stay on property coming down for weeks at a time. And when you're coming that far, like you guys are, you've got to make the most of it, and you want to stay. You don't want to come down for just a few days. It's not worth it. It's so much travel.
Yeah.
So
Donna, I do agree with that. I never remember going to Disney and ever feeling like I had rude people here, there, that, and this, the other. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Hold on.
I don't know if it's the pandemic that caused that, and people have a lot of pent up and just frustration and stress, because it's true. And that's why I think it's hard for the cast members. I want to give them a little credit too, because we've heard horrible things about way cast members are being treated, and that should never happen, horrible things. So, I think it's not only that the cast members have to be polite and nice, but the people coming in have to be equally polite and nice to the people working there, because
not at all.
It's a two-way street.
Yeah. So. But anyway, Disney's still Disney's still great. I'm really excited for Tron. Can't wait to ride Tron. We rode Guardians of the Galaxy the other day with Jeff and Angela, Charlie and Stacy, and it's still just as amazing as always. And there's so many great things about Disney. I wish I could get it back to the experience it used to be, where you'd walk down the street and you'd see the citizens of Hollywood come out, or the mayor come out, or the firefighter come out, or the characters be all over the place. And, you walk down Main Street and people would say, excuse me, or they'd move over for you. You'd move over for them. And everybody was always in a good mood. You guys hear me all the time on the streets where I say, geez, why does everybody look like they're mad?
No, it's true. Walt's like, you're in Disney, smile. He says it all the time. You hear him. Oh, Debbie, that would be amazing if you can come visit. We would all.
I hope so, Debbie. That would be great.
We'd all be swarming you.
Yes, indeed. I don't know what the hourly pay is, Chris. I think it's $15 an hour.
I think it starts around that amount.
Yeah, I think that's part of it. I think they could get back to it, though. I definitely think they could get back to it. I really do. Don't get me wrong, and I agree. Donna's saying it. They do have a difficult job. No one wants to listen anymore, and they take it out on the CMs. They do. Yeah. But look, I'm in customer service, and I've been in customer service for over 30 years. She's in customer service, and she's been in customer service for over 30 years. You know the role you're getting into when you take the job. Or at least you should. Doesn't mean it's easy, but you know going in. These people are not oblivious to what their job entails. And it entails people that are going to be upset and want the impossible and expect more than they should get and be rude from time to time. There are certain lines you can't cross with that. Don't get me wrong, but it comes with the job. Unfortunately. Yeah. And again, as people that have been in the customer service business for forever, it's just, that's what it is.
That's right, Ray. It's the most expensive day ever t-shirts. That's why they're mad.
Yes, exactly.
The ones that are like, my wife made me come.
Yeah, that's true too, Greg.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? There's probably some truth to that. We're all using our smart devices in the park to do everything, and that's exhausting. You want to escape when you're on vacation. And I said that to Walt. We're in Disney so much, and we went to Disneyland last year. I'm like, this year we're doing a vacation somewhere else.
That's sad, Mariah. Shouldn't be like that at all.
Yeah, no. You know what? That's a lot of places, not just Disney. I worked a second job for many years at a restaurant, and people would purposely complain or do things because they'd hope they'd get free food out of it. And it would become a trend with certain people.
I wish I was 28. I wish I was 28. Yeah, try being a teacher, folks. Yep. You think cast members have a challenging job. I agree. Right? So you work retail. Exactly. It's the guys on the street. Dreamer, Deborah, good to see you. It does seem like lately more and more experiences are coming back. Recently, it was announced that Cinderella's Royal Table is bringing back the princesses, and Goofy and Friends are back. Yes.
Went to Pete's Silly Sideshow. Ariel's coming back.
Yeah, so there's a lot of positives that are really nice, and we're glad to see it. We really, really are. And I tell you what, when we stood in line for Pete's Silly Sideshow on Sunday, everybody in that line looked like they were really happy. Yeah. And I will say that
really good experience with the cast members.
Yes,
we went.
Oh my God, he was so funny, Donald.
And he's the Donald Magnifico.
The Magnifico Donaldo.
Donaldo, where so he pretended to put her in a trance.
And she became a chicken.
And she started doing her and going.
And she would stay, and she stayed like that until he snapped his finger.
It was like 30 seconds at least. She stayed in character. They worked really well together. It was so fun. It was kind of reminiscent of an old Disney experience.
Yes,
you could tell they were glad to be back, and they've been gone for so long. So that was really fun.
Thank you, Will. I appreciate you saying that, buddy. We tried, but they did do a really nice job with that. I thought she was fantastic. She was just really fun, and the whole thing was just fantastic. So the magic is still there. It is. It's just before the magic would always be there all the time, everywhere. It's just now seems to. Now you take it where you get it.
But I make sure we always try to say, greet people. We thank them. We give cast members shout outs. Or we'll even tell you guys when we're on stream if we're not able to at that moment. We're like,
shout them out for us.
Shout them out for us. Because I know that means a lot. And you need to do your part when you're in the parks to make it special for them too. Because we can work together to bring the magic back. Because I can't expect somebody to constantly be rainbows and sunshine when someone's, you hear about people getting spit on and gut punched and, come on.
Yeah. It's not about the pay. It's about the culture. If they get backing, they'll be happier. Back them up when they get abused. Yes. If you abuse cast, you get publicly shamed.
I was going to say the same thing. I'm hoping that people have their back because that's super important.
Agree, Karen. The trolley show. I really hope the trolley show going down Main Street comes back too with the dancers and all. I agree. That was a fun little show that was even done seasonal. They need to get back to that.
Gee, you're so right about that. And that's something Walt and I have grown to enjoy now that we live here. We're DVC members. So now we take that time and, certain times of the year, we'll do a 3-day weekend, use our DVC points, and we'll just stay at the resort. We'll go to the pool. We'll hang out. It's great.
Yeah, it is. Hi, Wendy.
We got to enjoy them.
Wendy Lou-Hoo, what's going on, girl? Good to see you. And Jeanette, it's true. I'm glad you can do cast member compliments for us, guys. That really means a lot when you do that, when we ask you guys to do that. Yeah, and that's exactly
That's a
right.
great
Be the
step.
change you want to see.
Yes.
Always try to be considerate despite what others do.
Yes.
That's part of my retail experience.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And that's how I am with my job. You know, you try to turn something. I had somebody today that called in and they talked to another coworker and they were very unhappy. And
oh, guys, 133 watching.
Just have to
Thank you so
turn
much.
it around. You know, do something to make it better.
129 likes.
Do the best you can.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. But no, we're excited. I'm really excited for the different things coming. Again, this weekend, the 22nd is when Ariel comes back. So we won't be able, is that this weekend? No, it's not this weekend. But we'll get over there when Enchanted Tales with Belle comes back. We'll be sure to get there for that.
Can't wait to go to the mirror again.
Yes, the mirror and all that. We've never streamed that show. So we'll have to stream it. That'll be fun. And just so much going on. We're going to try Sunday to get to Splash Mountain for the last day. That's it. Sunday's the last day for Splash Mountain. So I'll do it. I'll do it for you guys. I promise. That'll be one of the first things we do.
Should, but I just don't want to.
It's one time, Melissa. It'll be the last time ever. Well, then don't. It's fine. Anyway.
Yay, Mark's coming back.
Good.
Yay.
Awesome, Mark. February 6th.
Maybe I'll actually get to meet you and Jan this time.
Don't count on it.
I never meet anybody because I'm either sick or away.
Something.
I'm having a rough start to the new year.
Yeah. Pray for us, guys. We've been trying our hardest to get everything ready for the house. We go on Tuesday, a week from today, for the first walkthrough. And then the following Monday, the 30th, is the day we close. And that's the day we actually will go and sign the papers and officially own the new house. So when I go through the walkthrough on Tuesday, I'm going to do a little filming of it.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I'm going to do a little before and after once we get. Why is that funny?
Maybe you should wait and do that on the 30th because the first walkthrough is probably when we might.
Well, if it's that bad, obviously I won't put it out there. Like I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm not going to live stream. I'm going to film it. I'm not going to stream it. This is what I live with. Anyway.
Could be worse.
Could be a lot worse. Could be a lot better.
Stop complaining. I feed you.
Anyway, yeah, she does feed. Well, not really. Not all the time anymore. That's become an issue too.
I've been making good dinners all
yeah, great. Yeah.
Hello
Fresh. Yeah, that's a great.
Well, it's
anyway
better than McDonald's.
Teresa Holmes, thank you for that. No, we're excited for the house. A little further away, but it is what it is. Did you just give me the finger?
No, I just went.
No, she didn't. You guys see that?
No, I didn't.
Oh my gosh.
Now I did.
Are we purchasing a home in Golden Oak?
Yeah, Chris.
No, not at all.
You were going in with about 15 other couples.
Don't hold your breath, Ray.
That's funny.
Oh, thank you, Tina. It's going to be fun. Yeah, we're having a new home built.
Thanks.
Yeah, Deborah. It's
yeah.
going to be further away, but we're ready, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm excited for it. I know Melissa is too. So
I just want. It's like the last minute. If you've bought a house before, it's like every 5 seconds you're getting a new email from the lender saying, "Oh, we need this document.
Yeah, we need this. We need that." Yeah,
and I'm like, "Oh my God!" I've been digging through boxes for papers and stuff. I'm like, "You couldn't have asked me for this like weeks ago."
Yeah, exactly. It's like, come on, man.
It was like that when we bought our first house, so it's not. Yeah. It's not that I didn't know it was coming.
Yeah, writing hand is ready to go, Douglas. Don't worry about that. Yeah, get your writing hand ready. He said. Yeah, we're ready for it. It's going to be a lot of fun. We'll get it done, and then once we get in there, I'll do it before, and then I'll do it after. Once we get everything in and it's set up and it's furnished correctly the way we want everything done, then I'll do an after, and then we'll have a blast with it.
We do evening streams once in a blue moon. We'll do them on weekends usually. Once in a great while, like Tuesday. Sometimes, like now, we'll go to a park. Sometimes mostly home streams, and if we have some time off once in a while, Walt might do a random stream, or we might go at night somewhere. But
yeah,
we do more morning streams than we do evenings, but they do exist.
No, they're not as frequent, but they're not as sparse either. I mean, we'll do some here and there. Don't worry about that. You'll be seeing some evening streams, so we'll try our best to get some of those out there. And I know some people like the evening streams, so we'll try our best for that for sure. Because Tuesday nights aren't always home streams like this, but I enjoy these. I think these are a little bit more personal. Yeah. Does anybody have any? Before we get out of here, I know we're running a little late. I don't think anybody's following us. Anybody have any ask us anything questions? We didn't really touch on that, and I said we would. What do you mean?
You said nobody's following us.
Following us? Oh, you're being funny. Yeah. Sorry, I'm not used to Melissa being funny. The differences between Florida house buying and Maryland.
Oh God, I can't imagine.
Nothing really. Yeah, no real difference.
Different inspection processes.
Yes. Sherry Gibson, welcome in.
Nice, Sherry.
Insurance is more here.
Yeah, a lot more. Yeah, you're right, Charlie.
Yep.
A lot of it I've scanned and just saved in a folder. So that way I'm like, oh, okay, here it is. I got this. Sent this to you 5 times.
Can't lie, I'm a bit jealous. My closing has been bumped to the end of May. Oh my goodness, Kelsey. Again? Good Lord.
God. Yeah, well, ours hasn't happened yet. Ours was bumped once already. It was bumped over.
I don't think they'll do it now.
I don't think so. It seems like everything's going okay.
Do I think the nighttime parade will ever return?
Oh, I hope so.
I don't know. I can't. At this point, I think they will.
Someday, I think we'll get one. I don't know if it'll be soon.
Super Bowl prediction. I don't know. Be honest with you, I think in the AFC, Kansas City is really good. Buffalo. No, I don't know. If they play like they played last week, it won't be Buffalo. But I think it'll probably be Kansas City, San Francisco. I think it'll be a repeat of a couple of years back. I hope I'm wrong on both accounts, but that's my prediction.
Yes, Nick. You said the Epic Universe opens. Will you stream it? Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely.
What's the next restaurant food review? Diana, good question. I don't know. We have to get something booked. I really enjoy doing them.
Yeah. We need, we talked about, I think I have a dining set up. Wait a minute.
So Euchre says, AMA question, how much time do you get to spend off stream in the parks versus on stream? Probably about 50-50.
No,
actually, probably even more stream than off stream.
I was going to say right now it's more like in streaming 70-30, yeah. Probably.
Thank you, Patty. We enjoy them too. Go Jags. Sorry, Ray. They're going down this weekend, dude. They're going down hard. They're not beating Kansas City in Kansas City.
You never know, right? Let's see. I forgot we did book a no, remember we booked this for lunch.
Oh, right. Tony Town Square.
We booked it. We think we're going to do it after the stream on Sunday because we've talked about we've never eaten at Tony's and it's always had such mixed reviews. And we're like, we just need to do it. So I think our next review will be Tony's. And we do have this booked.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if that's going to happen or not.
Chris, I don't know enough about it. The Reedy Creek thing, I don't care either way. I've said this a billion times and I won't get into this. Disney needs to stay out of the politics publicly. If they have their certain politics agenda behind the screen, behind the scenes, that's on them. I don't want to know about it either way. Okay, I bring this up as an example all the time. A long time ago, Michael Jordan he's a Democrat, but they always asked him why he doesn't publicly, support this person, that person, this agenda, that agenda, and he says because Republicans buy sneakers too. And it's smart, but his point is right. What you're doing is when Disney comes out and gives their political agenda, they are alienating one side. You can't do that. Okay. I don't like them doing that. Whatever side you're on, stay out of it publicly, at least. If you want to have a side privately, keep it private.
See, Kenneth and Stephanie and the family went to Tony's and liked it. You'll have to tell me what you got. And Dreamer Deborah wanted to know that since we're moving further away, if we won't be going as often. I think we'll continue with our weekend streams. Yeah. We may not be going as often during the week because it's a little bit further to drive because we work full time, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. We've done that, Bill. We've done some.
We did recently.
Yeah, we did recently.
We did all 4 parks, actually. What was it, end of December?
Yeah.
We did one day where we went to all 4 parks. It was a very quick hop.
Yeah. That's all. Yeah, I appreciate it, guys. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to know your side of the agenda. I don't care.
Ray, for real?
Stay out of it.
You're not going to renew your passes. I mean, you're driving really far.
Yeah.
Ray's driving an hour and a half. Our drive will only be about 45 to 50 minutes.
Well, most corporate lobbying is normally anonymous, actually. Well, but Disney's been pretty public as to their political stance on a lot of things.
That's good, Monica.
Hey, Monica, welcome in.
Disney's really good at. They will work with you with allergies and things like that. The chefs are usually really great. That's kudos to Disney for that.
Yeah, Bill, we'll see. We'll see what happens with Reedy Creek. I don't know. We'll have to see. Good night, Teresa.
People list on their driver's license. Way to change the subject. I know. Is there an option for none or bald?
Probably.
I don't even know.
I don't know. Is that like a legitimate question for us, Mark? Mark, are we going to have to take away the wrench?
Never.
We've done it in the past. The RCID thing was very public, but they've done quiet before. Well, that's what I'm saying. Quiet. Well, yeah, but Bruce, that's what I'm saying. Go back to quiet. Shut your mouth. It's that simple. I don't want to hear it. I'm just being honest. I'm going to be plain. Just shut your mouth and just do what you're there to do. What are you there to do? You're there to entertain everybody.
Bill says you put shiny.
Yeah, put shiny.
You do BLD.
Anyway, all right, guys. Well, let's do some quick mousekeeping as we are running way past.
What was the question?
I didn't see.
What question do you wish we'd ask you?
None, you guys. I think nobody's really. What's really funny is nobody really gets. Well, I guess that's good.
Nobody wants to get. I know they can't do that.
Good night, Ray. Have a good night, buddy.
Everybody here is usually they're normals, so they know what's safe.
Oh, good. I'm glad, Bruce. I'm glad you got it, buddy.
Yay.
Be sure to check out Dean over at the Live Place, theliveplace.com for family-friendly streams, Magic of the Mouse Radio, 24/7 Disney music, Disney Dream, Pete McDevitt, Steve's World, Disney Dan, all 4 partner channels. Check them out. Be sure to check out Charlie and Stacy, the Disney Nerd Herders. They're not a partner channel, but they might as well be. They're going to be live tomorrow night as well at 7 o'clock for Not Quite Ready for Prime Time. Check them out. Also check with us this weekend, Saturday and Sunday from the parks. Not sure yet what park. Sunday is usually Magic Kingdom. It's going to be. I'm sure it always is. What are you laughing at?
Wendy, and then
I don't know.
What was a good question, Mark, too? If you could go back in time, what year would you travel to?
What year would I travel to?
There's a couple I would want to do.
The year 1, the birth of Christ.
Oh, yeah.
I think I would like to be there for that.
Angels came.
Yeah.
Oh, Chris had a good question. What is your favorite non-Disney place? Any beach? I love the beach.
Beach.
I grew up in Maine, so
Thanks,
we grew up
Victor.
very close to
Beach.
the beaches. And then we lived in Maryland, and we would travel to the beaches, for
Good night,
vacations with his family in the summer. So love the beach. And we have not been to the beach in a couple
Charlie,
years now to spend time.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what we're leaning
Yeah,
towards
that's
for
coming.
this summer. Going somewhere where we can just be vegetables on the beach and I can read.
Yeah.
And
well, in the past, I mean, I like to. I tan pretty well, and I like to get the sun, and I like the beach. I like the water. So probably the beach is the next best thing. You're going to start seeing a lot more vlogs of areas around Florida and less streams in the parks. I hate to say that, but that will be coming. So you'll see more of that.
Ooh, Smoky Mountains.
Thank you,
I'd
Debbie.
love to visit the Smoky Mountains pudding. And I know,
Good stream, Melissa. Thanks to the wonderful mods. You guys are the best. Thank you.
You too,
Oh, excuse me. Thank you,
Thank you for being here.
Eric Blake, welcome from California. Welcome in. Hey, we're just finishing
Eric.
up. But good to have you.
Patty, we haven't, and that's somewhere we would love to go.
Yeah, we would like to do that.
On the bucket list.
Yep.
Italy. I want to go.
Yep.
We want to go to Italy. I've wanted to go to Italy as long as I can remember. So
Yep.
just Europe. I haven't traveled outside of, other than the only places I've been outside of the US are Canada and
the Bahamas.
So nothing too overly exciting. But
thank
it's on the
you,
list.
Jeanette. We appreciate that. I hope you guys enjoy these.
Guys.
We love
We
these
do
streams.
too.
I think these are the best. But
Yeah.
anyway, all right, guys, be sure to check it out. Thank you again to all of our members. Thank you for your extra generosity and loyalty. You guys are amazing. Thank you to our mods. Mods, you're amazing. You shared out all of our stuff. We are on Instagram. We're on Twitter. We're on Facebook. Check us out on all of those. Also, check us out this weekend for our streams. Please go check out some of our previous videos. We've done a few vlogs lately. Please go give them a gander. It really helps the channel to get those views. Like I said, we just did a quick overview of the Festival of the Arts. It's about an 8-minute video. Go check that out. It was a lot of fun doing it. I love putting these videos together. They don't quite get the views that obviously streams get. Like we'll do a stream at the park. That'll get 6,000 views. I'll do a vlog. It might get 300 views. So if you could go check some of those out as well. They're a lot of fun. I love bringing them to you. I hope you guys like them. But thank you all again for everything. We will be back with you this weekend. Look for those thumbnails. And until then,
take care of yourselves and each other.
Bye, everybody. Have a great night.
Thanks,
Bye.
everybody.